Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on the Hagenstedt map. Let's get back to reliving the glory days. Okay, I'll be honest, I didn't actually expect to see that there and then, but we'll carry on regardless. I need to just start doing some stuff here. So I've got a little tiny narrow line up the side of the field there, unfortunately. It's just a tiny bit. But, I mean, we're going to go all the way around the field anyway. And I'm going to just do any little bits that haven't yet been done. There's a bigger bit here where we're up against the road. But other than that, I think most of this field has been done fairly cleanly. I am just coming back to a new round of recording. And this one happened to be stopped right down the end of the field when I finished up last time. I usually try and make sure they're in the middle of the field because then you can restart them easier. But as he's right down here, we'll quickly tidy this up. And then we were going to go and do the tidying up over there, so we'll go and do that next. And just get that little bit finished off. And then all we've got left is the little field over here and the two fields up the top, because we've already gone and done all of that one out over that way. I asked in the comments a little while ago, because I'm a few weeks ahead now. I'm going to have to take a week off soon, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to even be able to post videos for the week, but I'm hoping to be able to, so I'm trying to get the videos there ready. So anyway, we done all of that, and there was something that I was asking you, was when I click that one there for the options, the third one in, I'm not going to click it now, but basically when I click out of that screen, everything pauses, and it seems to take ages to correct itself. And I've no idea why it does it. Never really been able to figure out why it does it. It didn't do it to start with, and then you start piling into mods, and it started doing it. And I figured, you know, maybe it was just me, because I didn't have a lot of people say that they'd had it. I used to have this in FS17 as well, and didn't have a lot of people saying that they had any issues with it, but it sort of plagued me continuously. But I've had a lot of responses from people this time around, and quite a few of you apparently have that little bug where it just sort of freezes up for quite a little while. Sometimes it can be like close to 30 seconds before the game actually does anything at all once you click out of that screen, which is weird to say the least. And I'm not quite sure why it does it, but there are quite a few of you who also have the same issue. So I'm actually rather pleased about that. It shows that it's not just me. I'm not doing something really just stupidly wrong with my game. Made some like idiotic mistake. It turns out that there are quite a few of us who actually have this issue. So that at least is a bit of a relief. I'm putting it down to being a mod conflict of some kind. Quite what the mod conflict is, I don't really know, but I'm sure that there is an answer there somewhere in the ether, in the great internet, or at least in a programmer's mind somewhere. I'm sure that there is a dev somewhere that knows why it does it. Maybe they don't even know offhand. Maybe it's something that they would have to sort of look into and look at files and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, all I need to know is that I am not alone in the great wide world as far as this particular little bug is concerned, and there are quite a few of you that also have it. So I was quite pleased about that. I was quite pleased to find that out. So we're going to just finish up this little bit around here, just tidying up the edges of the field, and then once we've done this, we're going to take this tractor over to the farm, and we're going to tidy up things over there. I already did a little bit down on this corner of the field. There's one little strip just here that we need to do, right there, and this field is done. I actually just dropped it down then and went over it, but I don't think it actually planted. So I'll do that again in a second. Right. And we'll fold it up, and I'm going to run this one all the way up to the top, rather than just going over to the small field over there, and then the tractor that we've got in the field, in the big field over there, that one can run up to, well, that one can just, like, step across there. He's just now completed. We'll get that one working on the small field in just a moment, after I put this one up the top, working up there. I didn't mean to turn my beacons off just then. Let's do it a bit differently. Oh, except that we can't do that just yet because we've still got the straw to go and gather up. So we need to go. We need to go and do that first. So if I just put this one, I forgot about the straw. Completely forgot about the straw. I'll drop that one down there. The other tractor is just going to have to sit and wait for a minute until we've gone and gathered up some straw off of the field and moved it out of the way, and then he can come along and start doing his thing. And I'm going to just bring that one round there. Around a bit more. There we go. Right. And just nudge it over sideways a little bit. Kind of like that. I reckon that'll probably be alright. And then up through here, and now off we go. Right, so that one up there can stay there for a moment, and we will instead go and get this one here. We're dumping straw straight into the cattle feed area. We've got straw in storage. This is what we were doing, wasn't it? We've got the straw in storage. And we got 438,000 there in storage. So the only thing that I wanted to find out. Oh no, we're gonna use 20,000 litre bales, and we're going to use we'll empty that storage out eventually, and then 20,000 litre bales, and we can stack them up there, and then we can just bring a few bales out and cut them open. And then we'll be able to use that to put the straw in for the bedding. Because there's no other way to get the straw in for the bedding for the cows, because we've got our great big feeder in the way. So the rest of it will work out just fine. We just got to do the bedding bit. Right, putting the straw into the mixed feeder at the front. That one accepts bales, so we can just run past it with a trailer, an auto-load trailer. And that was what I knew. There was something. Before I started recording today, I was thinking there's something I need to remember. And I couldn't for the life of me remember what I was supposed to remember. And it was the set of trailers that I'm using in the time-lapse series. Because they're actually really, really good. It's not these here. It's a different set, and I really like them. Auto-load trailers. I don't think they're down here. Excuse me. Yeah, they're not in it. That was what I meant to do. I meant to activate those, and they're really, really good trailers. I really like them. They're absolutely fantastic, and I was kind of thinking those would be perfect for the series. We can pick up 64 bales at once with 2 trailers joined together. And I thought that would be really good. I mean, yeah, we've got some other options which we will look at doing. There was those other flatbed ones. I'm not even sure I've tried those yet, actually. I did see that there was some others there that we'd scrolled past. Was it on here? It wasn't in... No, it wasn't in that lot. It was in the baling technology in here. And there are another set of trailers in here. So we've got these. We've got the big bale, ease collection of bales. DPW 180B square bales. Now, I'm not sure if those are auto-load. I think they might be. This one here, I'm pretty sure, is auto-load. But what the difference is between... Oh, that's what the difference is. That one takes 34 round bales. That one takes 30 square bales. That one takes 20 square bales. I wonder if there are big square bales and then square bales. I wonder if that one is actually designed for a Heston baler. because that one right there is a Heston baler. There's 9,000 litres. We can have it going fast, so it's quite a big bale on that one. Might be worth us actually trying that one out. We could test it out, at least, and we could see what it looks like. And then we've got the Stevie balers back over here. That one there, where he's gone and altered that one. It does 27k anyway. So, yeah, that's just a standard size bale. So there's a couple of these trailers right here. These are auto-load trailers. So we've got that one right there. We've got the normal decoration like that. Square bale's big. So this is the one. Auto-load, yes. Attachers, standard, and trailer hitch on the back. So we could have an extra one. I got a feeling that this is the one that actually loads it up quite high. We'll see. Anyway, we'll test out with those trailers and we'll see what they're like. And I'm actually quite tempted to test it with a Heston baler, and we'll see what the Heston baler is like, because I hadn't actually looked at that properly yet. If the Heston baler is wide enough on the pickup, it's going to be perfect. Obviously, that's a bit of a bugbear of mine. I've been over this many times, how I really dislike the fact that people go for this whole #realism nonsense and put that in onto expect it to work on an unrealistic swath where it just puts little lumps out to the side continuously, and then the physics of the game don't allow for the fact that straw can be pulled in sort of a bit from the sides anyway, and thus makes the whole experience, because they've deliberately, the creator of the mod has deliberately gone for the ultimate experience in realism. What they've actually done is they've created the ultimate experience in nothing whatsoever resembling realism in any way, shape or form, because the swath that you're picking up just wouldn't exist like that in real life. Have I ever mentioned this before? Has this ever come up before? I don't know. Is this brand new information to you all? Or is this something that you may have heard me whine about once or twice before? I get the feeling it may be the whole whining option rather than being brand new information. Yeah, #sorry not sorry. Why do it? I mean, seriously, why do it? Why make a bale pickup so narrow that it can't pick up a baler or forage wagon or anything, pick up so narrow that it can't pick up a standard game swath? Like, seriously, what is the logic behind doing that? And then hiding behind this curtain, this sort of coverall curtain that so many people use of, it's realism. No, it's not. It's not even close to realism. If you had a swath on the ground that was realistic, then yes, we could say realism. But the swath you got on the ground isn't realistic. So how can you then turn around and say that your machine that won't pick up the swath is, you know, giving you a realistic experience? You're not. You're giving us a frustrating experience that is absolutely horrific to go through. It's just self-flagellation, which is not fun. So, I tell you what, we could actually go and get one of those seed drills and start them working. No, we won't worry about that, because we've got all of the hay. Sorry, not the hay, it's the grass. We've got all of the grass to go and pick up yet anyway. So we'll go and pick up the grass first. Well, we'll finish this first, and then we'll get the grass starting to be picked up. And while we're doing that, the tractors can come up with the seed drills, and they can start working on the fields up here. So let's swing out round there and get that little bit right there like that. And then down here for this end piece here. That is everything right there on the end of the field. Taking this row here just because it was the easier one to go into. And then when we swing round again, we'll get the one on our left and scoop that one up easily as well. We should also fairly easily pick up all of the straw that we've got here on the ground. And I'm pretty confident that we will end up with enough money to buy ourselves the baler and the bale collection trailer before the next harvest. We have got a lorry load of wheat just sat there, but even if we don't get the money from that, it's 14:26 right now. So it's the middle of the afternoon, which means that we won't be harvesting tomorrow. We'll be harvesting the following day, I think, unless it's raining. In which case, we're going to have 2 lots of milk to sell, and we're also going to have nearly 48 hours of money accumulating from our solar panels, which means there should be enough money in the kitty to go and buy a brand new baler, which is rather good. And that's even if we don't sell the wheat. If we do sell the wheat, then obviously there's going to be a bit more money besides. And the wheat prices were going up last time we checked. We'll go and check again in a minute. Continue on round over here. 133,987 litres. And counting. 1 more row complete. 151,000. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that we're going to do this. So if we're 151,000 right here, that means that we get 1 bale per line on here when we start out with our 20,000 litre bales. Now, the Heston bales, that's different again, isn't it? Those are 9,000 litre bales to start with. They're a whole lot bigger than the standard bales. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do there. Like, if we're going 5 times the capacity for the standard bales, I think what we might do is just to start off with, we could just do 9,000 litre bale. Have a look at it, see what it's like, see whether or not we actually want to do that, and then if we decide that we do, we will adjust accordingly. So the standard bales are 4,000 litres, and we're going for 20,000 litre bales, which is 5 times the capacity of the standard bale. So if we apply the same formula to the Heston baler, then we're looking at 45,000 litre bales coming from that one, which is an obscene amount for a bale, but at the same time, it still fits with what we want to do. The only issue we have is when we want to go and open one of those bales, there's going to be a lot of straw on the ground when we pop the thing open. That's not a bad thing, though. We rip the bale open, and we only need to, like, open 3 or 4 bales, and we've got, like, 200,000 litres of straw that we can then dump in for the cows. That's not a bad thing by any stretch. I think that's actually a pretty good thing. So maybe we could actually do that. We'll see what the Heston baler is like. I mean, if it's purely down to the width of the bale and nothing else, then I can alter that one. I can make some slight adjustments to that with Giant's editor. And we can sort of make the width of the machine a little bit more appropriate for what we want in our series here. Let's fold you up, and we get you started up in the field directly up here. And then the other one is down the other end of the field, so that one can go and start in the slightly bigger fields. I don't know if we're going to have the money to change over the seed drills this time round. We're looking at the baler first, and then the big combine, and it won't be until after we've done those 2 upgrades that we start looking at seed drills. And I also do want to go and get more cows at the same time. So I've got a lot of things that I want to go and buy. Baler is going to be top priority because I don't want to be picking up straw like this anymore. I'm getting a bit fed up with doing it like this. Even though we've got the 250,000 litre capacity on the thing, we're still doing a fair bit of running backwards and forwards. The bigger combine is going to make a huge difference to the speed that we can bale everything up. So we also want to get that one. Alright, you start off down through there. And then we'll go and tidy that one up afterwards. And let's go to you. You've done everything that you need to do down here. So let's fold that one up. And we'll get you started on the long field up here. Hopefully the 2 tractors will be able to work in tandem in a beautiful, delicate ballet of cooperation. Of course, that may not necessarily work out. A delicate ballet of cooperation for tractors in this game is notorious for not cooperating. should do, though, because that side, he goes past, he does his runs up and down a whole lot faster than this side, and if I'm starting on this side, they shouldn't go anywhere near each other. They just stay away from each other, and then everything will be absolutely tickety-boo. Go on, you are up and get out the way, and then we can get started on here. That one's going to go whizzing off up through there, and he should be back down and turned round before this one gets back down to turn round again, and then they should be completely out of each other's hair. That's what I'm hoping. Right. I will drop you down there like that. Probably not a good idea to start going backwards once you've dipped the thing into the ground, but yeah, well. We're rebels. We live life on the edge, don't we? Excuse me. So, I want to also just take a quick look at... We're up to 1,119 on there. So, we've got a little bit to go yet. We're still wanting to go up by another nearly 300 euros. Whether or not we'll get there, I don't know. Once I've got this straw over, we'll start tipping it out. Then we'll go and get the rake, and we'll do the outside round on the field here. And deal with that. Silage, we may still have to keep using this one. I mean, because I don't think that we can get a silage fermenter and put the what do you call the bales straight into it. If we were to go and bale it all up, I don't think we can do that. So I think for silage, we're still going to have to use the forage wagon, even if we don't have to use it for other things. Bring you over there like that and tip that one out, and then while that one's tipping, see, this one here is turning round and the other tractor is miles away. See, he's got all the way up there, so they're not going to interfere with each other at all. And you, after going across that field I think 3 times, which was one of the most bizarre things I've seen this game do, I really don't get that little bug. I don't understand why it gets to the end of the field and then starts working its way back across again. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I thought it was supposed to just, like, get to the end of the field and then stop, not suddenly decide to go back in the opposite direction. Just seems really weird. I mean, I get that it's kind of like searching around for the next bit, but changing direction mid-job, I didn't even think that was possible with the hired help. Like, I thought that was like the whole point, that the hired help wasn't supposed to be able to do things like that. So, quite how it's managed to achieve that, I don't really know, but it's definitely one for the books. We'll have to keep an eye on that in FS22, and we'll see if it does actually do the same. Quite interested to see if it will now. We'll definitely have to put that to the test at some point. Quite sure when we would do that, because I mean, this is a standard. It's not a standard map, admittedly, and I don't know if it does it on standard maps, but we do know now for certain that it does it on this map. That's at the moment, that's all we know, because there are certain things with some maps that cause strange behaviors that don't show up on other maps, and so that bit right there, like, we know that, you know, maps can cause strange behaviors. It could be that this map has somehow caused that, but I very much doubt it. I mean, I'm thinking I'm sure I've seen behavior like this before with some other maps. Don't know if I've seen it in the Estancia Lapacho series on the big map there. So I do use a... I don't think I have. I don't think I've seen it turn around and go back. Although I might have done, but I'm using the Merge Max one that only does like half a row at a time. And because I'm using that one, it kind of behaves a little bit differently. It doesn't do a full width. If I was to go and use this machine in here, Windrowers, That one right there, the Krone Swadro, I might actually need to get rid of that one so that I can download an updated version. I don't know if there is an updated version of that one. I actually really like that Krone Swadro. 18 meters. I mean, it's nostalgic, isn't it? We all like that one. That one's been around for a long time. I don't know why it wasn't released with the base game. But anyway, I digress. So what are you? You're 12.5 meters. That one there is 15 meters. I mean, we could always try using that one. Haven't really done much with some of these others. So I reckon that maybe we'll try using this Hibiscus 1550, the Lely one. Or we could, I mean, there's that one which, yes, it is only 12.5 meters. There's a mod here at 14 meters. I haven't seen this one being used at all yet. Haven't tried it out. Does look pretty good. And the others aren't like really big ones, are they? This one here, 12.5 meters. I tell you what, a 12.5 meter one might be a better option. No, what with the way that our farm is set up, I mean, that's 9 meters, so it'd be about a quarter bigger. This one here, 15 meters over 9 meters. That's quite a big chunk bigger. That's almost double. I mean, it's not quite double, but it is heading towards double, and that's, for these fields, potentially too big. It's definitely going to be too big for this little tractor here, but then this little tractor is not going to be one that's going to be hanging around for very much longer. We've got another tractor. We've got several tractors that be able to handle that one now. So I don't really think that we need to worry too much about not having the required horsepower for it. What is the required horsepower for it? This one right here, the 15 meter, requires 110 horsepower. I stand corrected, this tractor could pull it. Okay. I'm starting to like this idea now. I mean, yes, we've got a baler to buy, and we've got a few other things that we want to buy before we would even look into doing this, but there is a very strong possibility that we could go for that nice big rake. I think that could be an interesting option for the farm. Definitely an interesting option for the farm. We'll see. We'll see. We'll buy up the other things that we want to buy first, and then we'll take a look at doing that one. We must not forget that I do also want to get more cows, and more cows is also very, very important. I don't know why I'm bothering to do a line up through here. I was just going to pick up. I tell you what, we'll do 2 rounds on this field because we got the wall quite close. Well, it's not going to be quite 2 rounds. We'll go up here. And we'll finish this end. Which I did leave a little bit messy just here because of the mower and stuff, but never mind. And then we'll come in here. We'll do a second round. This side is not quite so important with the second round. But down the other end, I don't think we quite got enough room to be turning around properly with the wall being where it is. So if I do this, it is making a little bit of a mess of things, but that's fine. And then we'll stop the rake over in the corner, and then once we've gone and picked everything up here... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.